And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at ShutterBug. This is from Calliope Games, and this is the game in which you're hunting down cryptids, or basically those weird jackalopes, or the abominable snowman, or the Pegasus. You are reporters going around and looking for evidence of these creatures around the United States. Where will they be? Can you get the right pictures of them? A 1920s or 30s or 40s vibe to this thing. Sounds interesting. I like the idea of the theme. Let's see if the game's any good. Each player is going to have a pawn that they're going to be moving around the board. Players are going to have a secret card. There's like a whole humongous stack of these cards. And this is basically the person that has, you're going to be working for one of these two newspapers, the World Informer or the Chatterbox, which are going to give you points for each of these animals that you see, and you're going to pick which one of these groups at the end of the game to go for. There's other ways to get points over this game. If you get all 4 creatures, or 4 photos of the same terrain, you'll put a marker of your person up there and you'll get those points also. We're going to keep track of the turns down here. There's going to be 8 turns, and on a player's turn, the first thing they'll do is if there's less than 7 spaces with creature tiles on them, you'll pull a tile from the bag and find that matching tile. So for example, this one's in the woods, it would go here. And these are going to have a number from 1 to 3 on them. On the back it will show a picture. This is kind of blurry, but sometimes the pictures are better. It doesn't matter. Essentially, the picture is going to be a value of 1, 2, or 3. Players are going to be moving around using tip cards, they're going to be using tip cards as they move around. On a player's turn, they can move 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Each space they go in, they get to do something. If you move in with someone else, you can trade a tip card with them. You trade them a tip card by picking a card from your hand, putting it face down in front of them, and then randomly pulling a card from their hand. If you stop in a city, you can take a card. If you stop in a spot that shows one of these pictures, then you can take that picture. To do so, you need to discard tip cards. The first tip card must show the creature there. So in this case, it's the Pegasus one. The second one must match the terrain or the creature, and so on. So one of them has to match the creature. The rest have to match either the terrain or the creature. So in this case, I could pay these 2 cards or these 2 cards, and then I would get to keep this in front of me. That's basically it. You're going to be, if you end your turn in a city, you'll draw 2 cards, and basically you're just trying to take photographs and go around. That's what you're doing. And you're going to keep moving around until 8 turns have passed, at which point players will reveal their secret cards, count up their points for the different creatures that they have caught and seen, and whoever has the most points is the winner. Getting points for these 4 things, the same creature in all 3 photos, or all 6 terrains, or whatever. Most points is the winner of the game. So these secret cards are neat. I really like the way they look. They have these folders on the back of them. I don't know why there are so many of them, but whatever. I guess they just want to have as many combinations. The board itself, I love the back of it. The back of this board looks great. That just looks really cool. The front, not so much. These big hexagons with the shapes on them, I don't know. It feels like it's a little ugly looking at those. The pictures on the tip cards are fine. Showing the terrain, a symbol for the terrain, and then the creature themselves, so that's fine. And then the tiles and the bag and the meeples. I'd say for the most part the components for this game are pretty good. It's just the board looks a little ugly to me. Oof. Wow, this one's a bad one, folks. I was not impressed with this game at all. The game's boring. That's really all there is to it, and it's also incredibly random. So the goal of the game is to get creatures from different terrains. The goal of the game is to get creatures of different types. The goal of the game is to get the creatures it shows in your cards. Fine, that's your concept. It's a set collection game. You need to get tip cards that match this. Okay, so how do you get them? You go to cities. What city? It doesn't matter. Miami, New York, Los Angeles, Seattle, they're all the same. Go to city, get a card. Take cards from other people. So I go to your town, give you a card, take a random card from your hand. Wait, what? Yeah, really. You are trying to collect the right cards to get, and people are just going to be randomly grabbing them from your hand. That is not fun at all. I'm mind-boggled that this went through playtesting and people thought that was fun. Maybe it's just me. But I cannot, I mean, I get to draw cards randomly from people's hands. There's lots of games that do it, but that's the main focus of this game, is to collect cards you need to get these pictures. You are looking for specific things. You're drawing cards, hoping to randomly get lucky. You finally get the one you need, and someone randomly draws it from your hand. The map of this board makes... You're just moving around it. It doesn't matter. You're just saying, okay, I'll go to this place. It's a city. I'll go here and steal a card from you. I'll go here and take a picture because I happen to have these things. And do I get any points for this? Yes, but there's no planning. The whole game is just a big bundle of randomness. I don't see this game at all. I don't get it. I get the idea of the game. Go here, see a picture, but this theme's not in this game at all. It's just set collection, but again, I'm just drawing cards from the deck, hoping, oh, well, nope, that one doesn't match the trainer or the creature. That one doesn't match it. Matches that one over there. I guess I'll go over to that one. You start going there. Oh, you sold one of the cards I needed. Maybe I'll steal from you in my turn, but then I won't get the same one back. What? Just, again, like I said, it's a big mess of randomness. It's an interesting theme to go around and take pictures of these animals, but the game doesn't give you any real options. On your turn, move 1, 2, or 3, almost always 3, why not, and draw some cards. A lot of your turns are going to be drawing cards. You don't have enough cards to even do anything. So you move around, draw some cards, your turn is over, someone comes, gives you a card. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. It's random, and that... I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. Draw random cards, get pictures, try to match the stuff at the top of the board or not. And random animals are coming out of the bag. You don't know where they're going to show up. They might be near you. That might help you. It might not. Yeah, no. This one's a humongous pass for me. Did not like it at all. Dice Tower Judgment. I don't like this one at all.